Welcome to C News, where we bring you the most in-depth and exclusive stories from around the world, covering everything from the latest celebrity news to royal updates, current affairs, and trending topics. Today, we're diving into the heartwarming and emotional tribute shared by Meghan Markle for her late rescue dog, Guy, which has resonated deeply with fans and followers. As we uncover the powerful moments from this tribute, we take a closer look at the connection Meghan had with Guy, how he was her constant companion through the demanding days on the set of Suits, the challenges of adjusting to public life, and ultimately, how he became an irreplaceable part of her family. Through the voices of her children, Archie and Lilibet, the love for Guy lives on, offering us all a glimpse into the deep bond they shared. At C News, we understand the impact of these personal, emotional stories and strive to bring you more than just the headlines. We believe in delivering not only the facts but also the stories that shape lives, ignite conversations, and leave lasting impressions. Whether it's a royal moment, a tribute to an unforgettable pet, or a breaking news story, we're here to keep you informed and connected to the world in the most meaningful way possible. We want to ensure that you never miss a story that could touch your heart or change your perspective. If you're passionate about staying up to date with the latest, most engaging stories, make sure to subscribe to C News. By subscribing, you'll join a community that's always in the loop, bringing you the best of global news and heartwarming tributes alike. Don't miss out on the next big story. Subscribe today and be part of the conversation. Archie noticed Guy lying unusually still and asked why he was sleeping like that. His curiosity carried a mix of innocence and concern. Lilibet, always quick to respond, tried to explain in her thoughtful way that Guy wasn't dreaming about chasing squirrels anymore but something better, something beyond what they could see. Archie, still unsure, pressed further, wondering if Guy missed them. Lilibet, her voice steady despite the sadness, reassured him that Guy didn't miss them in the way they might think but instead remembered them while being happy in a new place. She described fields without fences and soft clouds where he could bounce forever. This idea seemed to comfort Archie as he quietly asked if they would ever see him again. Lilibet, echoing their mother's words, explained how love was like a string connecting them all, even when it couldn't be seen. One day, she said, they would follow that string to find him. Archie reflected on this idea and expressed his fear of forgetting Guy. Lilibet reassured him with her usual confidence, saying that as long as they shared stories, Guy would always be with them. They began recounting their favorite memories, how Guy stole the Christmas turkey, how he knocked over the lemonade stand, and their shared laughter broke the heaviness in the air. In a quiet moment, Archie wondered aloud if Guy could hear them now. Lilibet, thoughtful as always, said she believed he could, because love was louder than anything else. Together, they spoke to Guy, telling him how much they loved and missed him, sending their words into the unseen world where they imagined he was playing freely. The room fell into a calm stillness, filled with warmth and the quiet strength of their love. It was as though their voices had left an imprint, something eternal and unbroken, carrying their connection to Guy wherever he was. Meghan Markle sat in quiet reflection, her hands clasped tightly together as the soft voices of her children, Archie and Lilibet, echoed through the room. Their innocent words carried a weight she hadn't fully prepared for, a bittersweet harmony of grief and love that tugged at her heartstrings. It was a tribute, not just to their family dog, Guy, but to a chapter of Meghan's own life that now felt so far away and yet impossibly close. Guy had been more than just a dog. He had been a loyal companion, a constant source of comfort, and a silent witness to Meghan's life long before the world knew her name. She had found him at a shelter in Kentucky, a beagle with soulful eyes and a timid demeanor that spoke of hardships she could only imagine. He had been abandoned, left to fend for himself, and it broke her heart to think of what he must have endured before they crossed paths. But when their eyes met, there was an unspoken connection, as if they both knew they were rescuing each other. Meghan had been working on Suits at the time, navigating the demanding world of television while trying to carve out a space for herself in an industry that wasn't always kind. Guy had been there through it all, his quiet presence grounding her in moments of doubt and exhaustion. She often joked that he was her most loyal audience, sitting at her feet as she rehearsed lines or curled up beside her as she memorized scripts late into the night. He had seen her at her best and her worst, never judging, always offering unconditional love. When Meghan's life changed in ways she could never have anticipated, when she met Harry, when their relationship became public, when the scrutiny of the world felt like too much to bear, Guy was there. He adapted to the chaos with the same quiet resilience that had carried him through his earlier years. He moved from Toronto to London, trading the chilly Canadian winters for the lush green gardens of Frogmore Cottage. He was there when Archie was born, his curious nose poking at the tiny bundle swaddled in Meghan's arms. He was there when Lilibet came into the world, his tail wagging in excitement as their family grew. Now, as Archie and Lilibet spoke about Guy, their words filled with the innocence of childhood, Meghan felt a pang of loss so sharp it left her breathless. She thought about how Guy had been her constant through so many transitions, how he had been there when she was just Meghan, an actress trying to find her place in the world. He had been there when her life became something she could never have imagined, and now, he was gone. But as she listened to her children, she realized that Guy's legacy wasn't just in the memories he had shared with her. It was in the lessons he had taught them, about love, about resilience, about kindness. Archie's earnest questions and Lilibet's thoughtful reassurances were a testament to the values she and Harry had tried so hard to instill in them, values that Guy had embodied in his quiet, unassuming way. Tears streamed down Meghan's face as she thought about the little beagle she had rescued all those years ago, never imagining how much he would come to mean to her. He had been there for some of the most pivotal moments of her life, a loyal companion through the highs and lows, and now, he was a part of their family's story in a way that would never fade. As Archie and Lilibet finished their tribute, Meghan found herself whispering a silent thank you to Guy. Thank you for the love you gave, for the lessons you taught, for the memories you left behind. You were more than a dog. You were family. And you always will be. As Meghan sat quietly, reflecting on the profound loss of her beloved dog, Guy, it was her children, Archie and Lilibet, who offered her a support that was both innocent and heartwarming. Their young voices, filled with sincerity and tenderness, helped to lighten the heavy air that had settled around the house. Archie, with his ever-curious nature, asked questions that made Meghan pause, allowing her to see the situation from a perspective that was both pure and compassionate. His innocent worry for Guy, paired with his desire to understand why the dog wasn't moving, was a gentle reminder of the deep empathy that children often express without even realizing it. Lilibet, on the other hand, displayed a maturity beyond her years, offering words of comfort that seemed to come from a place of deep understanding. As she explained to Archie that Guy wasn't dreaming about chasing squirrels anymore, but was instead in a better place, her calm reassurance was like a balm for Meghan's aching heart. Lilibet's ability to offer solace, even in the midst of her own sadness, was a quiet strength that Meghan couldn't help but admire. In that moment, Meghan realized that her children, in their innocence, were teaching her as much as she was teaching them about love, loss, and the power of remembrance. The way Archie and Lilibet supported their mother through this emotional moment was a testament to the bond they shared as a family. Their gentle words, their comforting presence, and their ability to process grief together as a unit gave Meghan the strength she needed to navigate the pain. In their simple but powerful way, they reminded her that even in the toughest of times, love and support from those we hold closest can be the very thing that heals us. Their voices, so pure and full of empathy, became the foundation upon which Meghan could rest her sorrow, knowing that, together, they would cherish the memory of Guy and keep his spirit alive in their hearts. Archie and Lilibet speak in Meghan's tribute to Mommy. Why is Guy sleeping like that? Archie's small voice carried through the quiet of the room, curious yet tender. Because he's tired, Archie, Lilibet replied softly before Meghan could answer. Her words were thoughtful, like she was piecing the puzzle together herself. But he's not moving, Archie pressed. Dogs move when they sleep. Guy always twitches when he dreams about chasing squirrels. He's not dreaming about squirrels anymore, Lilibet said, her voice carrying the faintest quiver. He's dreaming about something better now, something we can't see. Like what? Archie asked, a hint of wonder creeping into his tone. Maybe fields where there are no fences, Lilibet suggested after a pause. Or big, soft clouds where he can bounce forever. Archie was silent for a moment. Do you think he misses us, Lily? Lilibet hesitated. No, I think he remembers us. But he's happy where he is. Mommy said so. Will we see him again? Mommy says we will, Lilibet answered confidently. She says love is like a string that connects us. Even when we can't see it, it's always there. So, when it's time, we follow the string. Archie pondered this, the weight of the idea settling into his young mind. I don't want to forget him, though. He was our Guy. We won't forget, Lilibet said, her voice firm. We can tell stories about him, like the one where he stole the Christmas turkey. That's my favorite. And the one where he knocked over the lemonade stand, Archie chimed in, his giggle soft but bright. See, if we keep remembering, he's never really gone, Lilibet said. Archie nodded, his little hand reaching for Lilibet's. Do you think he can hear us now? Lilibet tilted her head thoughtfully. I think so. Mommy says love is louder than anything else. Maybe he can hear us when we say we love him. Archie squeezed her hand. I love you, Guy. I'll miss you. Lilibet's voice joined his, steady and certain. I love you, Guy. Have fun in the clouds. In the quiet that followed, the warmth of their words lingered, like the soft hum of a lullaby that never truly ended.